All right, everybody. It is another KEMPIRE Radio exclusive. It's been a few years since the last time she was here, so we're so excited that she has new music, new projects, and so much more. Please welcome to KEMPIRE Radio again, our girl Tiffany Evans. What's going on, Tiffany?
How are you?
I'm great. It's so great to really catch up with you. You know, it has been a couple of years, and I listened to our old interview earlier today just to kind of prepare us for this interview. And I was like, you know what? Especially from the comments from all your fans that listened to the interview, they said it was a great interview and things like that. It was really nice to actually catch up with someone that we respect and admire here at KEMPIRE Radio.
Yes.
And it was at the time when you released your 143 EP. Now you have a new EP, All Me. What does that title mean for you?
Well, All Me is pretty much, me giving myself away through my music. It's me exposing who I am. It's Tiffany the woman, and it just talks about everything that I'm feeling right now, everything that I've experienced, without being, too censored. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not explicit, but I'm basically speaking about things the way I want to speak about it. And, it's just it represents a time for me in my life where I am a woman now, and I'm ready to just be just that and walk in that confidence.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel the music, the music of All Me compared to your music of the past? How is that? Did you feel like in the past that you censored yourself a lot?
Oh, yes. Mainly because, I started in this business when I was 9 years old. So, it was a very long time before I could speak about, relationships and, things that I was experiencing. And for people to, take me seriously. So, I feel like now I'm way more open, and, of course, when you become a woman, you're not really fearful of what anyone says, or, you make your own decisions, and, you stick with that, and you're ready for whatever the outcome may be. That's what a woman is about, pretty much. And, I feel like the music in the past was at that time what I could do. But All Me, I feel like I'm just free. I know who I am as an artist. I know, my look. I know how what I want to say. I know, exactly who I want to be. And I feel like this music is much more seasoned and polished, and exactly in the direction that I'm going in. So I'm really proud of it, and I hear so much growth, not only vocally but lyrically. From 143, I just hear so much growth, and I'm just hoping that the fans also hear that as well. I know they will, because I was very passionate when recording it. So I'm just really proud of it. I really am.
Like I said, the last time you were here was during the 143 EP, and we were talking about a full project. This is another EP. When can we get an actual album? Everyone's waiting for it. Even though we love that you keep giving us music. Because some artists they take a very long time before they even release music, but you're consistently giving us music. But people want an album.
Yeah, I know, and album is just so. It's so serious, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to make sure that when the album comes along, that I'm in a place really, put it out the way that I want to and the way that I see it. I want to do the standard promotion. I want to do, the TV performances, and I want to do all of that, and I want to make sure that I'm giving my fans everything that they expect when their favorite artist is releasing an album. Mm-hmm. And so for right now, I'm pretty much in a space where I feel like I'm introducing the artist, Tiffany all over again, and this is really who she is. I feel like I'm new, and I just feel like the best way to do that is to give them a taste of who this artist is and make them, thirst after, an album. Make them really like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, but it does not quench our thirst because we really want an album because, if you do an album, it's just going to be 10 times more than, what this project is. But, so basically it's just to build anticipation. Okay. For the album that comes around the corner. And I feel like, 143 was great, but All Me, really sets the tone for that.
So would you say, why would you say you decided, All Me? I know you said this is expressing the new sound and where you are right now, but why exactly today? Why October 30th do you say, this is going to be the release, this is what I'm going to give the fans right now?
Well, I had finished the project after I gave birth to my second daughter, Chayden, and she was born August 1st. And I went back in the studio and, finished up a couple of songs, mixed and mastered the EP, and kind of just sat with it for a while. And, I didn't even have like a release date or anything like that. I was just living with it and seeing how I felt about it. And, if I felt like I wanted to go in and do more or, if this is what it is. And if I'm just confident with the body of work that I came up with. And, someone said to me on my team, they said, what are you waiting for? Like this is an amazing body of work. I've watched you go through your pregnancy, recording this music and coming up with, all of these beautiful songs. And now, for you to arrive at this point and you're just sitting with it makes me feel like you're second guessing yourself. And most of the time I do. But after they said that, I said, I'm no longer going to do that. I'm confident that, this music is great. It's my best work to date. Wow. This is music that I've never done before. And I just want to give it away to the fans. So I spoke with my PR person, Keepin, and I just said, I think October 30th is a go. It gives me enough time to just, let them know that it's coming and, just let them know that, the date is October 30th and let them kind of just anticipate that for a whole, 3 weeks or whatever from the time that we announced it. And I guess that's the date. That's just how we came up with it. It was very simple when I decided to, announce the date. So it wasn't really a whole process. I guess, after I had lived with the EP for a while, I just said, October 30th is perfect. So let's just go with that.
Definitely. Well, we're grateful for it.
Yes.
And along with the project, you have, he is like the go-to guy right now. He's, one of the hottest in hip hop right now, Fetty Wap. Mm-hmm. How did that collaboration come together? Well, I love Fetty, and even from the time I heard Trap Queen, I always thought that he was just really dope. I love his tone, and I always said in my head, we're probably gonna do a song together one day. I just don't know how it's gonna happen, but I had recorded. I did an Instagram video of me singing his single "Trap Queen," and a lot of people, they were like, well, okay, well, is there collaboration in the works? But really, there was, nothing like that. But one of my best friends, Brittany, she hit me up and she said, I really think that you should, do a record with him. And I told her I would love to do that. She was like, well, I know somebody that knows him, and, I'm just going to connect you guys. And you guys talk from there and see, what you can come up with. But I just think you should give it a shot. So I reached out. I already had recorded part of On Site, and
when I recorded it, I said, this record is like really infectious, and it's just, it's fly, it's smooth, it definitely needs a rapper or a singer or whoever. And, but my first thing was a rapper. So, I had recorded part of it, and I said, you know what, let me just reach out to the contact that she gave me. I reached out to him. His name was S. DJ, S. Fetty's DJ. And sent him the record. He heard the record, and he was like, look, Fetty's in the studio tonight. And send over the instrumentals, send over, the track so he knows how it goes, and he's going to record it for you. And I said, really? It happened that same night, and it was just easy.
Wow.
It was one of the easiest transactions of my career.
Wow,
and I was
amazing.
really, really happy about that. And the way that he killed it, like, it was just like, man, like, it was just the shit. And I was like, perfect. This is amazing, because I could tell that he really loved this record by the way that he killed his verse. And he did like ad-libs and all of this extra stuff. So I was just like, okay, this is amazing. But it was great though.
And then of course you have the other song from the project, T.m.i. How did that song come about? That's a very sexy track.
Yes, it is. It's one of my favorite tracks on the EP. Too much information. Pretty much, let me see. I don't want to be too explicit because it's a true story.
Go right ahead. This is internet radio.
Pretty much, the concept of the song is basically, being in love with someone so much that you are not afraid to do whatever it is that puts your love on full display. Like, you don't care if people are watching. You love that. You're so, wrapped up in that person, and you're so into them that you're not even, focused on what people have to say. Even if it means making love on the road. And, that was something that, had happened in real life with, me and my boo, my man. And, it was spontaneous, and it was fun. It was sexy. It was, it was like a movie. And I just said, you know what? I love that whole experience, and I love what we did. It was such a, great memory that I want to put it into a song. So me and my writing partner, Go-To, as well as Taisha Carrington, we actually just, all came up with the concept T.m.i. And, without it being so explicit, it just talks about, being wrapped up in someone that, you wouldn't mind if people watched, if you guys make love. It's just that out there, but it's also just, to the point. So that's how we came up with T.m.i. It's very, very sexy, though.
Definitely. Before we get back to the music, I do want to talk about, because the last time you were here, you had one baby. Now you have two babies, two baby girls.
Yes.
It's been a couple of years since the last time you were here. When you were here last, you were really just trying to, getting into, being a mother. We talked about your marriage and things like that. Yeah. But now, this is, a couple of years later. Tell me a little bit about motherhood. What have you learned since that time?
Oh my gosh, that you're going to make a lot of mistakes along the way. But that's okay. And you're never going to be able to do, everything perfectly. I just find myself really watching a lot of the things that I do now. My first baby, Dahlia, I call her Addie. She's 3 now, but she's so smart, and she's so she just picks up really fast. So I just, kind of guard, her, because her mind is it's really like a sponge. Like, she really, she has a strong personality. She's really, really smart, and she's able to pick up. And that's the biggest thing for me, is to watch what I do around her. So I kind of, I watch what she watches, on the phone. She can operate an iPhone like no other. She can operate the computer, and she's only 3, and she talks really, really well. So, having 2 babies now, it's just like, okay, well, Adalia's really, really, out there now. I wonder what, Chaden is going to be like, my second baby. Now, I can already tell that Chaden is, a lot different from Adalia. And I had to learn that every baby is not the same. So, Adalia was really quiet when I gave birth to her. She was really quiet, and, she wasn't really, hard to please. Chaden is a little different. Mm-hmm. She's more aggressive, and she wants what she wants when she wants it, and she's laid back at times, but she's definitely she's a tiger. Okay, so I definitely learned that the more you have children, or just, they're not all going to be the same.
Yeah.
But, you do have to kind of, just stick with the same principles, like make sure that you really instill, great values into your child, and, watch what you are doing around them. That's because these kids nowadays, they're picking up everything. And I really I don't want to, be the first to introduce. I don't want anyone to introduce my child to anything terrible, or, just like behavior or whatever. I just don't want that. And I really just kind of keep an eye out on, what I'm doing around her. So that's really what I've learned to do, because I'm not, I'm a mom now. Sometimes I've had to pinch myself and say, oh, Tiffany, you're a mom now, you can't do those things, you can't do those things. So, it's a journey, but it's one that I'm happy to be on.
We talked about how your marriage, shows up on the EP All Me, in the song T.m.i. Does Motherhood show up anywhere else in the EP?
It does. I actually have this song. It's called 100%. And, it sounds like a love song to, someone that you may be in love with or in a relationship with. But it's actually dedicated to my 2 girls. And, it really explains, how I feel about them. Just me as a mother, willing to give them 100%, go up above and beyond at all times for them. And it's actually one of the most beautiful songs that I've ever, written and recorded. And I'm excited about that one. I know you don't even have to be a mom to relate to that. It could be anyone that you're willing to give 100% to. But in this particular case, it's about my babies.
Because you started in this business at such a young age, and now you have 2 young daughters. I said to myself, I wonder what Tiffany Evans of today, what kind of advice she would give to the young Tiffany Evans of, when you were on, I forgot the talent show you were on back in the day.
Oh, Star Search.
Oh, yeah. How do I forget that? What advice would you give to her? Or, but matter of fact, what advice would you give to the Tiffany Evans of the Promise Ring days? Because you were a little grown then.
Yes, honey. Oh, I thought I knew everything. Well, you know what? I would definitely say, don't be so hard on yourself. Life is about learning, and it's about, growing up, and sometimes you're going to make decisions that are not so good. And sometimes you're going to make great decisions. And when you kind of, steer towards the other side and maybe fail at something, or, you can't be afraid of that. You can't be afraid of failure, because you're always going to be, stagnant. You're going to be afraid to go places, in life, or, tackle certain obstacles because of, the fear of failure. And I would just say, it's important not to be hard on yourself, because we're all learning. And just as long as you're learning, Just as long as you're learning and you're taking your experiences and making them positive or using them for something great, then, you're going to be okay. And I wish I had knew that at that age, just to not be so hard on myself, even when it came to my image and the way that I looked, the circumstances that I was, faced with, I wish I had, known that, but, I know it now. So
that's what's important.
I guess it's still good, right? I know it now, so it's a good thing.
Beyond just the music, you're a singer, you're a dancer. I know now that you've also launched a new eyewear line.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Like, why eyewear as opposed to like makeup or jewelry or clothes or anything like that? Why eyewear?
Well, you know what? The concept was to come up with a name that can house all of those things, like makeup and accessories. And, so I, honey, pretty much when I was pregnant with Azalea, I, came up with an idea to, I guess make T-shirts and have like different sayings and popular sayings on the shirts and stuff like that. But, it was something that never worked out. So I just didn't pursue it hard enough. So that was, it. So I kind of just set that aside, but I had already come up with a name. Mm-hmm. It was called iHoney. And I said to myself, if this becomes a T-shirt line, I know eventually, we can branch off into cosmetics. We can branch off into clothing. We can branch off into anything because it's just, I think the meaning behind it is very universal. Mm-hmm. So pretty much my lawyer, he's also my business partner, he came to me and he said, look, I think that, it'll be a good opportunity for you to what if you had a chance to do, an eyewear line? And I said, I would love that. I think that's amazing. I love shades, even though I can't see worth a damn. I love shades. And, I think it would be really, really awesome because I see a lot of this generation just loves, to wear shades. It makes you feel exclusive. It makes you feel, like you're just doing it. And, I thought it was just dope. So we teamed up with this designer. Her name is June He, and she has worked with BB, Diane von Furstenberg, a whole bunch of people, and Michael Kors. She's worked with a lot of them, and she basically, her and I got together and we started discussing the ideas that we have for the shades, and she put together a blueprint of everything, and it came out perfectly, and we went into production and started to, get the shades together and everything, and all of it happened in under a year.
Wow.
And it just happened so fast. So now, we're here in 2015, and, it's actually really, really growing. More people are starting to catch on. Raheem Devine, Raymond Simone, TLC,
wow.
Charlemagne the God. Who else? There's so many people.
Where can people get access to this?
iHoney.com.
Okay.
They can go to iHoney.com and pick it up. But it's just, the company is growing. And just to let you know, iHoney means, the meaning behind that is, how you see something very attractive to your eyes. Mm-hmm. It's like, how honey is sweet in taste.
Yes.
Well, it's like honey to your eyes. Like it's very sweet to your eyes. It's pleasant on the eyes. And so basically that's what iHoney stands for. Anything that you see that may attract your attention. So in a good way, of course.
So you mentioned a lot of people that have gotten involved. So it's a women and men, a men's line.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
just to make it clear.
Honey, that's what I said. It's universal.
Yeah.
So we're going to branch off into everything. Right now we're doing accessories, shades, and
nice.
We're going into, clothing just a little bit, and custom shoes. But
nice.
Cosmetics is soon to follow, and I'm excited. It's doing really, really well.
What is, because like I said, you've been in this business how old were you when you were on Star Search?
Ooh, honey. Started when I was 9 and I won Star Search when I was 10.
Wow. Been in this business a very long time. And you're still here.
Yeah.
You're still doing music. And now you're branching out and you're getting into, this whole fashion line, which I think is great. We're excited, definitely. Yes. The EP, All Me, is available today. Where can everyone download the EP?
They can, of course, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, anywhere. You can get it anywhere. All of the major platforms.
And we'll definitely be linking everyone to it as well. Tiffany, anytime you come here on KEMPIRE Radio, we have to ask you to sing just a little something. Just a little something.
Oh yes, I forgot you guys. Did you guys do that to me last time?
Yes, I did. How could you forget?
Let me see. What should I sing? Have you even heard the EP? Well, actually, did you get your copy?
Of course.
Okay, good. So what do you suggest? Like, what do you want to hear?
I want to hear a little T.m.i. No, wait, no. I don't want to hear T.m.i. because actually I want to hear 100% because the way you spoke about 100% sounds like it's going to be an amazing song. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but I want to hear it now.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Where should I start this? Because it's a beautiful song. Okay. I got it. I get so emotional just thinking of you. Just thinking of you. My heart jumped out my chest and fell for you. Ooh, it fell for you. Fell for you. Let's see. You made me fly beyond the sky. Oh my love is on fire. Don't take my love for granted. There's so much power in it. 'Cause you know I'll give my life if I have to. There you go. Beautiful. Tiffany Evans. Thank you.
Tiffany, with this project, will we get any sort of music videos or visuals for it?
Yes, absolutely. I plan on doing videos for all of the songs.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Teddy hurt himself. So
yes.
I just, personally think that, I shouldn't do a video without him.
Yeah.
And I know it's possible that you can, but I just personally don't think I should. So, in the meantime, we're going to do other videos until he's better and he's able to appear in music videos, and we'll just go from there. But I would love to do videos for all of the songs. That's in the plan.
And we hope we don't have to wait another couple of years before we have you back here on KEMPIRE Radio.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure, I'll be back. You just got to put that call in.
Most definitely. Tiffany Evans, All Me is available, as she said, everywhere. But, one of my favorite places to go to iTunes and download your copy.
Yes, thank you guys so much. I hope you love it. I know you will.